You know, whenever we think about flying, our minds pretty much jump straight to the pilots, right? They're the ones in the cockpit, the visible face of safety. But behind the scenes of every single flight, there's an unseen guardian, a professional whose signature is literally the final word on whether that plane is safe to take off. And their story? Well, it's one of incredible responsibility.
So let me just ask you this. We all know the pilot is in command once the plane's in the air. But who holds the ultimate legal responsibility for that aircraft's condition before it even pushes back from the gate? The answer? Well, it might surprise you, and it shines a light on a critical role in aviation that most of us never, ever see. The answer is the Aircraft Maintenance Engineer, or AME for short. Now, it's so important to get this right from the start. This is not just a mechanic. An AME is a licensed professional recognized by huge international bodies like the ICAO. They don't just fix things, they legally certify that the aircraft is airworthy. In other words, that it's safe to fly.
Now, depending on where you are in the world, you might hear a couple of different terms. In places like Canada, all across Europe, the UK, India, and Australia, they're called aircraft maintenance engineers. But head over to the United States, and the FAA calls them aviation maintenance technicians, or AMTs. Here's the thing though, no matter what the title is, that immense responsibility is exactly the same.
So what does a day in the life of one of these pros actually look like? Let's take a walk through a typical shift for an AME who's working on the line. That's where the planes are actively coming in and out. It is a high-stakes, super fast-paced world that demands absolute precision.
A shift doesn't kick off with grabbing a wrench. Not at all. It starts with data. AMEs dive deep into the aircraft's logs from previous shifts. They huddle up with their team to talk about priorities, and then they map out a precise plan of action. It's this methodical, almost surgical process that happens long before they ever physically touch the plane.
Okay, once that plan is set, the real hands-on work begins, and the scope is just massive. We're talking about inspecting the very heart and soul of the aircraft. The engines, the landing gear, the flight controls, they have to be digital detectives, troubleshooting incredibly complex hydraulic and electrical mysteries. And through all of it, every single action has to be meticulously documented. Because in aviation, there's a saying, if it isn't written down, it didn't happen.
And this is exactly why that paperwork is so important. You have to understand, aviation is one of the most heavily regulated industries on the entire planet. Every single thing an AME does is guided by official manuals, just like this one from the FAA. There's zero guesswork. Every repair, every inspection is done strictly by the book, and it becomes a permanent part of that aircraft's legal history.
This all brings us to the real core of what we're talking about today. We've been using the words mechanic and engineer, and yeah, they might sound similar, but in the world of aviation, the distinction between them is absolutely monumental. We're talking a world of difference in responsibility, authority, and career. Okay, just look at this breakdown. An aircraft mechanic, they'll typically graduate from a great educational program, but to become a licensed engineer, you need that program plus years of hands-on apprenticeship, and you have to pass a series of really tough licensing exams. And here is the single most important difference. A mechanic can perform the work, but only the licensed engineer has the legal authority to sign off on that work and officially certify that the plane is safe to fly. That authority gap is what creates the huge difference in pay and career opportunities.
And that legal power all comes down to one thing, the maintenance release. This document is everything. Seriously, think of it like a surgeon signing the chart after a successful operation. It is the AME's personal legal guarantee that everything has been done by the book and the aircraft is airworthy. Without that signature, that plane is going absolutely nowhere.
And the real-world impact of getting that license is just huge. We heard from one AME who said that after getting his license, the difference in his pay and the opportunities he had was, in his words, like night and day. That license, that piece of paper, is truly the key that unlocks the entire profession. Now, getting that license isn't some one-size-fits-all deal. It's a lot like how doctors specialize in different fields of medicine. Aircraft maintenance engineers also have to specialize in different, incredibly complex parts of the aircraft. So you don't just become a generic aircraft engineer. You have to choose a path, a specialty, and become a deep expert in a specific domain. The license itself is actually broken down into different categories that mirror just how complex a modern aircraft really is. Let's break down the big ones. A Category A license is for line maintenance. Think of the day-to-day stuff, minor scheduled tasks, fixing a broken cabin light. The B1 license is for the true mechanical expert, the person who can work on the heavy metal, like the engines, the airframe, the landing gear.
And then there's the B2 license. This is for the avionics specialist, the master of the aircraft's electronic brain. We're talking navigation, communication, the autopilot. And as you can imagine, with modern jets basically being flying supercomputers, these B2 engineers are in unbelievably high demand.
Speaking of technology, the AME's job is not standing still. Far from it. The hangar of today is quickly turning into a high-tech lab, and the engineer's toolkit is evolving right there with it.
I mean, this is where the job gets almost futuristic. Instead of just reacting to problems, AEMEs are starting to use AI and big data to predict when a part might fail before it actually breaks. Tasks like walking around the plane for an external inspection are being revolutionized by drones that can do it faster and safer. In the hangar, an engineer can put on an augmented reality headset and see a digital blueprint overlaid right on top of a real engine. It's a whole new world of smart sensors and predictive analytics, and it's all pointing to the next great challenge, maintaining a new generation of electric and hybrid aircraft.
So, the next time you're on a plane, settling into your seat, getting ready for that takeoff roll, just take a second. Remember that your safety isn't just in the hands of the pilots you can see up front. It's resting on the skill, the incredible diligence, and the signature of that unseen guardian, the licensed aircraft maintenance engineer who legally certified that your plane was ready for the skies. And that kind of leaves us with one last big thought. As airplanes become more and more autonomous, packed with self-diagnosing computers and AI, will that final human check, that critical judgment and sign-off from a licensed human engineer, ultimately become the single most important safety feature in the sky? Something to think about.